Hey guys, this is Chandra and I'm going to show you how to make the pages for this envelope mini album. I am using 2 envelopes per page. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to seal the envelopes. If you want to lick them to seal them, that's totally cool. I am just applying adhesive here, and then on one envelope I'm just going to snip off one side, and it doesn't matter which side. I'm just going to snip off a teeny tiny bit just to open up the envelope. And then we'll have our page, so it's open on one side. The second envelope, I'm going to cut one side to 5 1/4 because the envelope measures 5 1/4 and I wanted a square. So I'm just lining that up and cutting this at 5 1/4, but keep this piece because this is going to be the second piece. Now I have my hinges, paper, whatever you call it. So I am going to show you how I also bound this as well, because you need to put the hinges on there while you're making the pages, okay? So you need a strip that measures 1 1/4 by 7 1/4. And I got this measurement because my page, or my envelope I should say, is 7 1/4. So that's the length. Now the width is determined by how much you want your gusset to be. So my album is a 1/4 inch gusset, but if you wanted a 1/2 inch gusset, you would make this at 1 3/4 instead of 1 1/4. Okay, because you're basically going to have a 1/2 inch flap with the gusset in the middle. So I have this in my scoreboard, so I'm going to score at 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to score at 3/4 inch. And this is going to give me the 2 flaps to attach to the pages, and then the gusset for the actual pages. So like I said, if you wanted your gusset larger, you would just make this wider and score differently, okay? So I'm going to do that on 2 of them. I'm going to make 2 hinges right now because you want on the front and one on the back. Now we have 2 pieces that measure 1 inch by 5 1/4. And this is 5 1/4. So that's how I got the measurement for that. And this envelope that we just cut is 5 1/4. So that's how I determined the height on that one. And the 1 inch is because I'm going to score it right in half at 1/2 inch. And I'm going to attach 1/2 inch to each card. Okay, so I need 2 of those for each page that I'm making. So now you just want to make sure that your opening is on the right hand side, because you don't want to apply your hinge to the wrong side and then have to rip it apart. That happens to me quite a bit actually. So now I'm just folding on my score marks and I'm going to open it up. Now I want to apply my tape to the score marks to these 1/2 inch pieces here. So I would use, again, for this tutorial, I'm just using ATG, but I would use a strong adhesive, wet glue, score tape, something like that that's going to hold, because this is going to be your hinge and you want it to hold, okay? So now I'm just going to come from the corner here to the bottom just to snip off on the hinge the 1/2 inch side, not the actual gusset, okay? I'm going to do that on all 4 sides. And this is so when you place it on, you can mat it without showing it. So this is the front of the envelope. The opening is on the right. I'm going to fold this. So this is the 1/4 inch gusset and the 1/2 inch flap. And I'm going to line this folded edge up with the folded edge of this envelope or the side of your page, what have you. I'm just rotating it so that I can see it better. And I'm going to apply that there. You can do this on all 6 pages. I'm just cutting it. Okay, so you have this flap on there now. So this flap right here is what's going to attach to my cover. And then here's the gusset. Okay, so you want to attach that to your page first. Then I'm taking this second envelope that I cut, and I'm taking one of these pieces that I cut at 1 inch, and I'm just folding it. I'm going to apply tape to both sides, but I'm just going to fold it in half and miter the corners first. Okay, now I'm going to apply adhesive to each of these 1/2 inches. I'm just going to fold it in half so that the folded edge is going to the folded edge of the envelope. I'm going to, you know what? I want this to attach to this page, so I'm going to flip it over. So the opening is going to be on the left. The folded edge is going to be on the right. You want to attach it to the back of the page. Just applying it there. And I'm going to flip it back over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to center it on my page. So I'm just going to rotate my page. If you want it on the bottom, you can put it on the bottom, top, wherever you want this is where you're going to stick it down. And make sure that you go just next to the score mark on your hinge, because you still want your hinge to be there. So you don't want to apply it right on the score mark. Okay, so that way the hinge is still there. So now this opens up. The second piece, we're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to fold it, snip off the corners, open it up, and take our second piece here that we have left over from cutting the envelope. The opening is going to be on the top. I'm going to apply the hinge to the back bottom of this piece. So again, the folded edge is going against the edge of the envelope here, the bottom. And I'm just going to apply it to the top. I'm going to line it up and stick it down, and that's what makes that page there. So now we're onto the back of the main page, and I'm going to stick my hinge on the back, just like we did on the front. I'm going to fold it, snip off a little bit of the corners on the flaps only, not the gusset. Apply tape to each 1/2 inch piece, or 1/2 inch side. I'm going to fold one piece down, so the 1/2 inch is down. My gusset is going to be on the outside, and I'm going to apply it to the back of the envelope or the page or whatever. Again, I can't cut straight, so this is the front. When you flip it over, this is the part that you're going to attach to your second pocket. So your second pocket's here. You're going to fold this 1/2 inch piece. You're going to put the folded edge on top of the envelope here. Now this is not going to, it's going to be just a little bit smaller because I didn't cut I didn't cut it, but that's how you'll do it. And you'll just keep on doing that until you get to the end. At the end, you'll have one more hinge, and you'll attach that to the back of your album. So I hope you guys like this. It's pretty easy, like I said. Have a great day, guys. Bye.